out. She votes for the first time in the primary for her man, Newt Gingrich, so we're excited. Yay!
Well, we want to hear the message that Mr. Gingrich has to say.
We are going to vote for the right person tomorrow.
If you read the paper this morning, you saw why we need to be Newt fans.
We think he's the man for the job, and we got to get Obama out.
I'm here because I want somebody that will back the Constitution of our country that made it so great.
There's so many people from out of Escambia County that are here. You're here to support Newt, but we love having you in our county, and I want to give you a warm welcome on behalf of Escambia County.
Gentlemen, the man, Newt Gingrich, turned the ship of state around and made it better, more successful, more efficient. Now, we're spending again. Now, under Obama, the ship of state has gone in the wrong direction. We have to get back the person that turned it around in the first place, showed that he could do it, and so in a minute I'm going to bring you the man with me that is going to change America.
My challenge to you today is this. Don't go home and write a note and say where you were on this date in history that you heard Mike Reagan and Newt Gingrich and Kalista. I want you to go home and I want you to think seriously about writing a letter to be put into your own time capsule that you will create, to tell your grandchildren and great-grandchildren what you are doing today to ensure their freedoms tomorrow, and challenge them to do the same. Because if we do not, those freedoms will be gone. That's why I am supporting Newt Gingrich for the presidency of the United States of America. He is our man. He is the right man for this time in history. And with that, let me introduce to you Speaker Gingrich, the next President of the United States, and Kalista.
Actually, no Obama and no Romney's about the same. I have to tell y'all, first of all, how thrilled I am. Bob Livingston was chairman of the Appropriations Committee, a great friend for many years. He was the first person to email me and say that what Governor Romney was saying about my departure was just plain not true. He was there, and you now have had the Wall Street Journal say Governor Romney is just plain not telling the truth. You've had National Review this morning saying Governor Romney is just plain not telling the truth. You cannot get to be president if you don't have the courage to tell the truth to the American people. After all these ads they ran, and by the way, they will have outspent us in Florida by better than 4-1. Some estimates are as high as 9-1. I saw on Fox a few minutes ago $17.5 million of negative ads, negative robocalls, and I'm going to come back to it in a second. But in the middle of all that, I think the one that frankly made me the maddest was when a guy who was an independent in the 80s, who voted in the Democratic primary for Tsongas, the most liberal Democrat in '92, and gave money to 3 Democrats in '92, when he decides to run an ad questioning my credentials with Ronald Reagan, I am thrilled that Michael Reagan is here to validate that. So, if you have friends around the country, just let them know. Mitt Romney may not know anything about the Reagan years because he wasn't there, but Michael Reagan knows a lot about the Reagan years, and he was there. This helps you fit in place what you've been living through and the weight of all these dishonest ads. The #1 supporter financially of Barack Obama was Goldman Sachs, which got $13 billion of your money through AIG through the back door as part of the bailout. Well, I need your help because we're going to prove over the next several months that people power can beat money power every single time. This president in one of his most destructive, short-sighted, and foolish decisions, vetoed the Keystone Pipeline. So this is a guy who, having put you out of work, now makes gasoline so expensive you can't go look for a job. I mean, just think about how destructive can you be as one president. But I want to say to the Canadians, on January 20th, there will be an executive order reinstating the Keystone Pipeline. Go ahead and plan it. We can win, but we will only win if the American people decide that they're sick and tired of the New York and Washington establishment thinking that we are dumb enough to let them try to buy an election by telling us things that we all know are just plain not true. Thank you. Good luck and God bless you.